Good morning, good morning to everyone. How is everybody today? Happy Monday. Happiest of Mondays to you all. Yeah, me too. Dude, I played one game last night and just crushed the lobby. I picked Piper, got an early mouse on Fool's Gold, and it was like easy street. I knew I was winning when I just got a shop on level 6 with a Bear Stain and an Echo Wood, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna win this. How you doing? I actually had a good night last night. I played some Outer Wilds, made some progress in that game. Had my Storybook Brawl lobby trophy, and then I played some Kamigawa for a couple hours too. It was good. It was a good Sunday night. Notably, did not watch any sports ball. Not that I have anything against sports ball. I just don't like watching it, even if the Super Bowl. I mean, I used to like watching the commercials, but those days are long over for me. I have better things to do with my time. Yeah, Horde Dragon games where you don't get where you can't even find pairs just feels so frustrating. Yeah. Sports ball is I don't know. I liked basketball when I was a kid, but I never really attached to it. My dad tried to get me to go to all the team building, structure building. I played every sport. I played soccer, I played football, I played basketball, I played baseball, I played tennis. And the only one I ever liked was basketball. And I played basketball until I was 13 or 14, I think. Maybe 15. But my dad even made me go to a basketball summer camp. Where I had to play. I went all day in a gymnasium playing basketball. In a team league and learning how to do picks. And I would just practice my 3-point shot a lot. And got reasonably good at hitting a 3-point shot, and then just kind of fucked off the rest of the time. It was fun, but I just didn't understand what I was doing there really. And then I just found Magic or whatever around that time, and I was just trying to get my basketball buddies to play Magic with me, and I'm sure you know how that goes. I didn't want to play all those sports, no. So, also at this time, around this time I got introduced to martial arts. I think it was a little bit before. I wanted to, I saw the Karate Kid or whatever, and I wanted to, be a fucking ninja, so I, asked my parents if I could take classes, and they found, a place in my hometown that did, Taekwondo, Judo, and Aikido. So I took Taekwondo classes when I was really young, maybe 9 or 10, and I actually stuck with that and learned Judo and learned Aikido and got not a black belt, but I got pretty far before something happened. I don't really remember what. I even went to compete in tournaments. I think until I was maybe around the same time, maybe 14 or 15. Eventually, basically what happened is like Magic just kind of like took over, and I just didn't want to do anything anymore. I just wanted to play Magic and like, you know, I wanted to play video games and play Magic, which I did already, but like, I just like lost interest in everything else. But yeah, I was a very, very active kid. Mostly because my parents made me. But also like, you know, as an adult I realized that like I really need to be active in order to like stay happy. Oh, that's cool. Acapella is fun too. I definitely did some like boys choir singing kind of thing in middle school that was pretty fun. Did some performances in that. Yeah. So many like after school activities. It was the only thing that kept me going to school really because I didn't really like school. I just found school to be like so boring. Not because I didn't do the work. I mean I didn't do a lot of homework, but like it's mostly because I was just disinterested or distracted or just, you know, I just didn't want to do it. I would get yelled at because I was like the kid that like didn't turn in his homework but like did okay on the tests. It wasn't until I got to high school that I took some AP classes that I finally started like bombing out of school. I did AP classes in freshman year and I just hated it. So I just went back to like whatever, like the one less than big brain class. Funnily enough, and then when I went to college, I don't know why I'm like going down this path with you. When I went to college, I was the only person in my class, my whole like art class, that didn't graduate with all AP classes. I don't know what that means. Probably nothing, but it's just funny. Yeah, that's true. I wish the education system was better. I wish the education system was just more engaging. Because it's like, I'm sure like you could find a way to like make me more interested in like learning. But I just didn't care enough to like learn. Or I didn't care enough to do my homework. I didn't find it. I didn't like, I mean I know like homework sucks or whatever, like homework sucks. But like I'm sure there would have been a path to like get me more interested, get me more like interested in actually doing well in school for like and like being actively interested in that. I did for 1 year, Wombat. I did go to private school for 1 year because my family had like a lot of money for like 2 years before my parents split up. This is just like going down like a life journey with you. And so we like lived in this like big house in like a wealthy suburb in Connecticut, and like I went to this private school called Fairfield Country Day School for my second year, and it was an all boys school. It was private, and it was the best year of education I've ever had. Because it was like I still remember so much of it so vividly because so much of it was like being so much of it was like being like understanding what I'm interested in and like bringing that more out of me and being more exploratory, open-minded, creative. Like we would have classes outside, we would have athletics classes, we'd have like talks about science like by using real world examples. It wasn't just memorization and regurgitation, it was like actual learning, and it was in a way that was engaging, and I like so vividly remember loving that school. But it was like apparently it was like massively expensive because obviously like that's how the education system's structured. And my parents split up and moved out of the house, and so it goes. But I had 1 year of like private education, and then the rest of it was public, which it is what it is. Like everybody knows what public school is like, so like I'm not like angry or like resentful. It was just the education that I got. But I did get a glimpse into how the wealthy people get educated, and it's so much different than public. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, actually. Money good, yeah. Money good for things like that and everything, I guess. But yeah, it is crazy what just a little bit of money can get you. It's crazy that just that kind of thing isn't available to everybody. It's really upsetting as I get older, you know? Like, it kind of hurts sometimes. Especially because I work in an industry where I'm around really wealthy kids a lot, like every day. And I get to just see how much better they're raised, what opportunities they have, and how much better they're how much more, like, obviously not all of them are stable, but like the ones that aren't fucked up overtly are like very like clear-headed about what they want and who they are at an earlier age. Even if they're like just kids or like just teenagers still, or like 20 years old or whatever, like they still just have so much more grounding, and it just hurts, you know? It hurts to see that because I didn't have it, and like I don't like wish that my life was different, but it just, I see that and it's very clear to me, the difference, the divide. Yeah. I never really did until I moved to New York and worked in the luxury market, which is where I work. You know. Well, anyway, enough talk about me and my past. But it's good to get warmed up like this, though. I can't just like jump into it. I've learned my lesson about like streaming after a couple months, which is like, I can't just like immediately start talking about Magic or whatever. I have to like just chat with her a little bit and warm up and like wake up a little bit. So I got a couple things lined up for today. Yeah, getting the ball rolling just like with general conversation is good. So a couple things I want to go over today. First one is I want to try and like finish this rough draft of. I want to try to like make a lot of progress or finish the rough draft of my bar cube, because I want to see if I can get it to something that I think is functional. I haven't really like put too much thought into it lately. Good morning. Yo, I crushed Wordle today. I almost had it in 2. I thought I had it in 2. Wordle was pretty good today. I do it in bed when I wake up in the morning because I like just kind of starting with a little brain teaser. Congrats on high rolling, Wombat. Can you all see the chat box on my stream? I'm just curious. Let me know. But I'm going to go over the rest of my day, so you cannot. Okay. Let me try this. There we go. All right. Let's type something in the chat. There it is. Hell fucking yeah. All right. Very good. Okay. Much better. I just had the layering messed up. Okay, so going over today, I want to try to get this rough draft done for the bar cube because I want to actually just build it. I've been like slacking on this. That's mostly because I've been playing Storybrooke. I've been playing Neon Dynasty. Been playing Outer Wilds. Like, I've just been playing games instead of like working on like game design and ideas and stuff. So I'm trying to get that done today. I want to talk a little bit about a concept that I may have touched on before, which is theme versus gameplay, which is something that is like relevant to the bar cube, but it's just like it's a balancing act that I talked about a little bit with Thrill Rider when he was on, that I just want to like revisit as I do the bar cube stuff, which, you know, as a preview is just kind of like when you're like coming up with your goals for your environment, for your cube, there's like a balance at play between the theme of the cube and the gameplay experience of the cube, and like which one is more important to you. It's not like an A or B. They don't exist like one or the other solely. I don't know if there's like a word for that. But they do exist. There's a tension between the two, and prioritizing one over the other will ultimately help guide your decisions and guide your card evaluation. So that's like a little short intro to that. I'll talk about that a little bit once I get going with the Barcube stuff. I have a special guest and a special event today. So for everybody who's watching, at around 10 or 10:30 a.m. EST, which is now like 9:30 EST, we're gonna have a little live event today, and with a special guest. So be ready for that. I'm not gonna say what it is. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting, and it is nothing like you would expect it to be. Believe me, and it has nothing to do with Igor, but Igor might be involved, like, circumstantially. And then I want to see if y'all want to just like hang out while I do a Kamigawa draft. I haven't even done like 10 yet. I was trying to get like 20 in this week, which I still have time, obviously, but I am like almost at 10. I think I'm at like 9 drafts. I'm getting crushed in this format, by the way, but I'm having a good time, which is a good sign for the format. I haven't enjoyed a limited format in a while, so like this is very promising. I think a very promising limited format. I'm not. Oh, and just a little preamble on this too. I'm not like I'm not at that place where I can like talk about the format very much. I'm still like just playing with the cards and trying to figure out what it is that's I think is actually good. Oh, that's awesome. I really, really, really missed the pre-release. That sucks. I'm happy you did, but like I am super bummed that I missed the pre-release. Nice. That's great. Friendly Sealed League I finished up on stream. Okay, did you play on Magic Online? I've only been playing on Arena. Any over-underachievers? I can't even tell you. Like, I know like 17 Lands is saying that like people prefer playing the Sultai colors, and that because the commons are outperforming the red and white commons. Like, that's the only data that's come up, but it's only been 3 days, so the sample size isn't even really all that big. So like, I mean, that's like early impression, which doesn't even really hold any weight for me. Like, I've seen all kinds of shit on the format so far. I've been playing largely red decks. Red, black, red, white, red, green. I have never seen a blue card. Like, blue is a complete mystery to me because, like, I don't know what to do with it. Apparently, like, the Mana War is good, but, like, I'm not gonna first pick a fucking 4 mana 2/2 mana war that has ninjutsu. So my only thing I can say is I think aggro is incredibly good in the format, but I think that's only because people need to learn how to like build against aggro. What the hell is Mycosynth Wellspring? Let's change our view here. Let's do some of this. So this is the card you're referring to? Oh, the Ecologist Terrarium. This card. Yeah, this card's very good. It's probably like, it's not an aggressive card. It's a more like, it's a slower card, but it's definitely like the flex point for a lot of these like reactive decks or anything slightly slower. My issue is I just like, this is fine. Like I was splashing a couple times and I just like played this to get my splash color. In like I was playing like a Jund deck or something, and I was splashing for the Gloom Shrieker, the Eternal Witness card. Am I even spelling that right? Yeah. But overall, like, people are just passing like the 2 mana 2/2 red creature that gets +1/+1 when you play an artifact. They're passing Simian Sling. They're passing the Boar. They're passing Voltaic Surge. Like, they're passing all these like ridiculous red cards, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna take them because y'all are like taking ninja cards and like enchantments. By the way, the enchantment stuff. So all I can say is like, aggressive decks seem really good. Enchantment decks seem insane because there's so much of it, and you get really pushed rate on a lot of the enchantment creatures. Sagas seem incredibly powerful, and I thought they would be too slow, but they're just very, very, very good. They're obviously not ideal when you're behind, but like, that's okay. They're often, you can often like find enough time to play them. Other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I have no idea. Like, I understand what the color combos are like kind of trying to do. I understand that it's more of a pocket synergy than like big picture, like big synergy format, which means like red white is not like samurai. It's just red, like you can just play red and white cards and they can be aggressive or they can be more mid-range or like slower, I guess. And like, you are not beholden to just trying to get critical mass of samurai. You can just play an Aki Ronin or whatever, like the 2 mana 1/3 that rummages when it attacks alone. You can just play like the one that discounts your next spell. And then you can play like a Katana, but then you can also play a bunch of artifact cards. And you have these like pockets of synergy that overlap really well, as opposed to like red white does this, green blue does this, red green does this, black white does this. Like, yeah, like you're gonna naturally build towards those things because I think the environment is designed well so that like you don't have to concern yourself with like incentives and payoffs and all that. Like, it's just should naturally happen through like simple card evaluation and power level. But it's not like macro archetype stuff. It's like micro stuff, which is, I guess, the hallmark of a Dave Humphreys format. And that's cool because like it really works here. It worked well in Kaldheim, but not as well as this. And I thought Ikoria, I don't understand this Ikoria love. I thought that format was fucking awful. But I understand that was also happening in Ikoria. But Ikoria sucked. So like, I guess that's what something that Humphreys does, but he did it really well here. This is a very high, like somehow a very high complexity draft environment that he totally killed it on, with like folding together all of this shit: enchantments, artifacts, ninjutsu, vehicles, like samurai. It's so much sagas. Like it's so much happening. 2 Gloom Triggers and 2 copies of the 2 drop Anthem creatures that copy enchantment effects. Double Gloom Trigger, Saga. Yeah, I mean the rare Anthem is crazy. I saw my friend last night like played it, and then their opponent played like a 2/2, and then he like played a land, played the Toshiro Umezawa Saga, and then copied the trigger and killed their 2/2. And I was like, woo, that's sick. There's also just like really fucking sweet things, like interactions, like this card, which I want to put into the bar cube. Where is it? Individual card designs in the set are just so fucking cool. This card, Return to Action. This card plays so well with sagas and with ninjas. Like, you flip a saga into a creature, attack, cast this on it when they try to trade, and then it flips back the saga, which you just get all the triggers again. It's just so sweet. It's such a good interaction. Also, the art is really sweet too. Yeah, if you haven't done that yet, like, especially in the black-white decks, is a really, really good. Like, black-white and black-blue take advantage of this spell so far, to me, that I've seen. Because it helps you swing in with ninjutsu stuff, because you have a contingency plan. And then, like, with sagas, you get, like, that re-trigger, which is just fucking sweet. But yeah, there's a lot going on here, and I think it's, like, really, really... I've been having a lot of fun, even though I have not done a lot of winning, which is, I think, the hallmark of a good format, at least so far. Also, it could just be that, like, I'm really sick of playing... I was really, really sick of the Innistrad sets. I didn't find them particularly interesting. I thought they were like really easily solvable and overly reliant on power, which wasn't all that interesting to me either. So I was really happy. Like, maybe I'm just also like really happy to not be playing those formats. I wonder if the Awkward Flicker is actually just a good card in the set. Plantar Incision. I've seen Plantar Incision only be effective in the short amount of times I've seen it being played. I can take reconfigured creatures off at the cost of giving a counter. Yeah. I mean, there's just so much of that, right? Like, they attack, you have a reconfigure creature, you blink it, you have 2 blockers. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, really, really intricate and nuanced interactions you get at common, which is awesome. Common and uncommon, even. Like, not even, like, signposty shit, just things where the power level just, like, kind of, like, scales up with rarity. Chat box is gone? Oh, let me move it. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Sorry. I changed scenes, so I had to move my layering on this one. So chat box is back. There we go. Yeah, thank you so much. It's good, mostly good because I'm posting VODs of all these, and I want the chat box there. So little steps. Trying to get a little better at this whole thing. Anyway, we can go back to Kamigawa, like, maybe as I draft it later. Let's transition into talking about some cube stuff. Let's talk about my bar cube. So, for those of you who don't know or haven't followed it, or just coming in to visit me for the first time because you saw that I'm talking about cube and drinking caffeine and all that stuff seems really sweet. I'm going to post a link to my cube, my most recent cube project, which is unfinished as of now. I can't post a link here. I have to do it in... Can somebody post a link to this in chat? Because I'm using OBS, not Twitch, and it doesn't let me post links in OBS. I don't know why. Whatever. Anyway, this is a cube idea, for those of you who don't know, that I wanted something, the like concept of it was, let's make it a cube that I can just throw in my pocket and bring to a bar or a picnic or to a GP even, without a box, without dice or tokens, without sleeves, and just have a stack of cards in a little bag or something that I can just shuffle up and play. Both like for and just to play quickly with other 2 to 4 people. So it's really supposed to be really pared down. There's like the no token, no counter concept is something that's like a design restriction of mine, because I want it to be physically like. Hey, Flame Rock. Oh, that's cool. What's the? Do you have a list that you can post? This is not mine. This is the link. The cube ID is APWQ. I need to change that. That's not the list. That's not the link. Hey, Ellie Zerb. Yeah, sorry. Hold on. I don't have, you know what? I don't have permissions on for people to post. Hold on. I'm just going to open up my Twitch and just post it in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. As I said, I'm still, like, not great with this. So, bear with me, please. Just a little bit. There. There you go. There you go. I posted it in there. Okay. So, the idea behind this is as pared down as possible. Like, I wanted the sleeveless thing is mostly it's like a kind of a nostalgic thing. I just love, like, shuffling real Magic cards. And I love, like, the idea of a beat-up cube. And so, okay. So, this is a good, actually, baseline to just kind of talk a little bit about, like, the theme gameplay thing and some cube stuff. So, I have this design idea, right? Like, how do I make a cube that I could throw in a plastic bag and bring to a bar and play with my friends and not worry about the condition of the cards? Have something that we can get drunk. I mean, you don't have to drink when you play it, but just as a hypothetical, that we can, like, have a drink and hang out at a bar and just beat it and beat up and play with all these beat up cards and, like, prioritize having a good time over everything else. So what does that look like, right? How do I realize this goal of mine? Sure, scene love is probably a nicer way to put it. Yeah. The way real Magic cards should be played, yes. Ellie Zerb, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. So then you have this, like, okay, so I asked myself that question, right? Eli is fine? Okay, Eli, thank you so much. Thank you. So I have this idea, right? The cube is the idea of the cube is this. So how do I go about? That's my goal, at my end state for the cube. Not that it has to be like finished, but like this is how I want it to. This is what I want it to be. So how do I go about solving that problem in building it? And so that's how I came up with no tokens and no counters. Was, well, if I'm just going to be able to bring a cube to a bar or a picnic table with nothing extraneous going on, and we can just pick it up and start shuffling up and drafting really quickly and put it away really quickly without having to worry about anything else, then taking away all counters and all tokens seemed pretty natural to me. So obviously, like, token creatures, +1/+1 counters are like a bigger and bigger part of Magic. So how do we solve to, like, make that something that we don't have to worry about, but supplement all of that in other ways? How do I, like, come up with how do I solve for, like, an interesting way to interact with the cube that doesn't involve those aspects? Everyone should be able to post links now. Oh, what did you do? Can somebody try posting a link? Throwrider, the mod. Thank you so much. Quick, somebody post a link. How do I solve? So okay. So while we're working on that, how do I solve for this? How do I like what have I come up with so far that like I think would make it interesting to play without having those game pieces available to me? So the first thing I thought of was like uncards that make certain aspects of gameplay really like goofy and fun, and would give a flavorfully unique experience. There we go. Thank you to you. Okay, so now we should be good. We should be good. Yes! Thank you, Throw Rider. Thank you so much. Uncards. So like Spy Eye. I want to play with a card like Spy Eye. A 1/3 flyer for 4. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card from that player's library. So like, if I want this card to be playable, all these different things need to happen. Kind of fixing, the speed, the ability to play with the cards that you draw. It also, it's the kind of thing that I want to be fun and powerful. Yeah. So, exactly, Wombat. So, I started with uncards, and then I was like, well, Morph seems really cool too, because we get to flip the card upside down. There's some hidden information. There's a little bit of gaming happening there, and it's easy to create use one card in two different states, and that creates a little bit of depth. So I also then was like, well, if I can't put counters on my creatures, we can use mutate creatures. So Ikoria's mutate creatures kind of work their way in. How do I care about board complexity? Yeah, you should be able to go to the bathroom and pick the game up. Yeah. It should be like relatively... It shouldn't be like easy, but it should be like, it shouldn't be like hyper complicated and like big board stalls or anything. I mean, maybe it plays out that way when I actually start playing it, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. It lets you give more creature volume without losing spell effects. Yes. So, mutate creatures seem great. Reconfigure is something that is going in here because similarly it is like adding, equipment while also adding creatures. I also think that just like reconfigure is probably one of my favorite keywords of all time, which I know is like a big statement, but I just think it's like brilliant. Yeah, but like, yeah, sure. Like that's something that like is always an issue for any cube owner, but I don't think it's like really an issue. Your players will play it a couple times and they'll be able to figure it out. And even if not, like a little bit of hidden information that because you're the designer, that's kind of a natural extension of owning a cube. That you're going to know it a little bit better than everybody else is. That's not like, I don't think that's like a problem you need to solve for. It is really restrictive, Flamerock. It's been interesting. I have Morph, but I can't even have Megamorph. I can't have keyword counters. I can't have +1/+1 counters. I think Mutate will come back. I only think it'll be in Ikoria. I don't think Mutate was very successful, personally. I think like Bestow and Reconfigure are just better. Because I actually see them in a similar design space. But I think we will see Mutate again. Okay, so after Mutate, I was like talking about the cube a couple weeks ago, and I was like, fuck. It's just a Simic mechanic. Yeah, I mean, it's very Simic, right? At its core. I agree with you, Ferrando. Hi, Ferrando, by the way. Happy Monday. Always good to see you in chat. I was like, wait. Learn lesson. So, one of my big inspirations for this cube was Jake Noose's, I think it's called the Garbage Cube or the Dumpster Cube. And he very, very meticulously eroded a lot of his cards, both because he has this really complicated like ante thing going on. So like a lot of cards, like you have to ante because you're not allowed to draft your deck. You just have to like shuffle it up and you throw a bunch of lands in, and everyone's deck is like a mess in 5 colors. That is not what I was going for, but nevertheless, his environment seems really sweet. This is not what I'm trying to do, but I was really inspired by like subtly eroding cards, which is something that I know people have tried a lot in Cube over the however long Cube has been a thing. Like things like Angie Cooper Faust adding Rebel as a card type onto things in White and Black, back when White and Black were like so bad that they needed a lot of help. It is a big undertaking. That's why it's only going to be 180 cards. It is ultimately going to be a tuber or a small cube. So I added this whole learn lesson thing into it. So what did I do? I went back to oh hey, look what we got. Can Mod just ban this thing or delete it? Thank you. Thank you, Wombat. So I wanted to try learn lesson because I wanted to like add a layer of gameplay to it that like the actual like gives you a little bit of like interest in the draft and like gives you something to do with your sideboard, adds a little bit of like extra play to what's going on. Yeah, Pupper Mod. What if you house ruled something to replace a counter effect, like draw a card instead? I don't understand, Throw Rider. What do you mean? There's enough. House ruled something to replace a counter effect. Like, oh, like errata a card that instead of it putting a +1/+1 counter, it draws a card. I think that's a little muddy. Like, one of the things that made me like Learn Lesson was how it's like I can just add lesson to a card type and like it only changes in how it interacts with learn cards. Otherwise they're all like totally playable in somebody's deck. Well, largely playable. I mean, there's Divine Gambit in the cube. That's just like a little meme that I'm putting in there. But also, like it just seemed really low cost for me to add lesson to some cards, and then add learn to cards instead of like draw a card, or just like adding to the text of a card. Renaming lesson to sorcery. If you need a card, renaming lesson to sorcery. Well, it is a sorcery, but then it just has a sorcery lesson. So it is both of those things. I think that's what you mean, right, T-Rex? Yeah, I added learn and lesson to cards, basically. So let me give you some examples so you guys can just see what I'm talking about. Yeah, like divination. Well, you don't need divination because you have pop quiz. But I added it to Una's Grace. I added lesson to Una's Grace. And I added lesson to Angelic Blessing. 3 mana, any one creature gets +3/+3 in flying. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna last. I wanted so hear me out on the retrace thing. I was like, well, if the lessons have retrace, it's like additional card advantage because there's not going to be a lot of card advantage in the cube, like raw card advantage. So I thought retrace could be a good thing to like just have as like a means of like grind or inevitability or just like something to do with your lands. So I don't know if it's actually going to work, but it's just something that I hadn't thought about. I don't know why I'm watching. Oh, I know why I'm doing that. Okay. Anyway, this is something that I'm just gonna try. What I meant was instead of adding lesson to the selected few, reword learn to grab something more generic like a sorcery or a CMC. I think that I think that complexity level is something that I can build on if the learn lesson thing is successful. It's something I will keep in mind. Having a retracing Siphon Life lesson doesn't mean you have this game will definitely end available, which is probably important. I mean, maybe it may not be. I don't know. We're gonna find out once I actually start playing this. So, but I have Throes of Chaos, Siphon Life, Una's Grace, and Monstrify. You know, White doesn't get a retrace card because White sucks apparently. So what did I add? All right, you see the lessons I have here, like cards that are like ghost form, right? Up to 2 target creatures are unblockable. Angelic Blessing, Divine Gambit, Monstrify, and then I added Scour from Existence, and then I doubled up on all of the introductions. So there's a lot of draftable lessons, and some of them these could even make your main deck if you needed them to. So what else I did was added Learn to some other cards. So I obviously have some of the Strixhaven Learn cards, obviously like Professor of Symbology, Eye Twitch, Retriever Phoenix, Academic Dispute, Enthusiastic Study, Rise of Exodus, for instance, Cram Session. I have those cards. I also was like, what other cards can I put in that would be kind of cool, or like the appropriate power band that I'm imagining? If a card like Enthusiastic Study, +3/+1, Trample, and Learn, then why don't we make Adam and Will also have a Learn? Like +2/+2 and Indestructible, Learn. That seems fine, you know? Like it's very similar to Study Break in that way. Obviously it plays differently, but it's like a similar power level in my mind. Card like Growth Charm, which is for those of you who don't know, this is a playtest card, and I love the playtest cards. So green 1, choose one. Rampant Growth, Giant Growth, Regrowth, Learn. Cool. I think that this is like a cool power level. Dust Legion Zealot. When it enters the battlefield, Learn. Just a 2-mana 1/1 that does that, like an Elvish Visionary. Yeah, sure. I mean, go ahead and look for Retrace. It's not there. Here, I'll show you. I have Sen's Enlistment, which I can't use because tokens. And that's it. That's it. That's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. Friends. Yeah. Well, maybe I'll add maybe I'll do a retrace on a card. That's like that's only okay. So the errata will be like, hey, if these other ones are cool and they work, then yes, I'll consider that. For right now, we're just gonna leave it. White doesn't get anything. Yeah, I don't need it. Is it really even a cycle? I don't know. Okay, so what I want to say before I start adding cards from Neon Dynasty. All of this stuff is not set in stone. In fact, I want to make sure that most of the interaction, I want to make sure I have enough creatures, and that most of the interaction is based on combat tricks and not on removal. Like, I want some removal, but I want a lot of combat tricks to happen. Yeah, but white is just behind, of course. That's what happens. Okay, so let's add the cards and we'll go over. Wait, am I done looking at this? I am. Okay, so let's add some cards. Let's add Leech Gauntlet. 2-mana 2/2 lifelink. Acquisition Octopus. Reconfigure that deals damage and draws a card. I should also mention that I'm balancing the creature power and toughness around Morph. 3-mana 2/2s. So 2-mana 2/2s are good. 3 mana. I don't want like 3-mana 2/3s running around all that much. An 0/4 or a 1/4 is probably okay, but I don't want 2/3s. All right, we got Return to Action. We got Bronze plate. Oh, and also, Wombat, if you're still here, just so you know, I'm also editing my my Chaos Cube, and I'm taking out a ton of removal and adding in a bunch of combat tricks because I didn't like the way that thing was playing out. Iron Hoof Boar. This is a channel card, so channel is also to fit a way to fit spells and creatures together. I should probably actually look at just more channel cards. Favor of Jukai. Greater Tanuki. Colossal Sky Turtle. Might be too good, but who knows. High Speed Hover Bike. Papercraft Decoy. That's the 2-mana 2/1 that when it dies you can pay 2 to draw a card. Spirited Companion. This might be redundant considering I'm Professor of Symbology. Wanderer's Intervention. I love the big crab, yeah. We should make it a point to pull the CNC server a good time to do that. Yeah, I really want to... We will draft it soon. I just have to actually, like, finish it. So, guys, I also have a Chaos Cube, which is supposed to be a Chaos Draft. A Chaos Draft environment. Which I will briefly say that for years I was trying to come up with a limited cube, which is a way to approximate like a high power limited format, and it never worked. There is not a Coffee and Cube Discord. There's a Chaos and Cube Discord. I don't have a Discord. I don't know if I actually will. But if y'all like think that would be a good idea, let me know. I mean, I'm on Discord like literally 24 hours a day, so I wouldn't mind it. But I like actually like started thinking about this like yesterday. What went wrong with the Chaos Cube? Sure. So, let me just finish adding these. Basically, I built it. I spent like weeks building it, and I had this idea. I had this like idea of what the power level would be, and what I ran up against was that there was too much removal, and so people could just grind out other people that were playing like, you know, not like vanilla creatures, but like just playing worse creatures. Like people would just take Mole Drifters and removal spells, and that was like a really good way to just kind of solve the format. And like a lot of my blue stuff was a little too bouncy, a little too card drawy, and I just ended up making like the fair attacky decks just bad, and that's just a result of how much interaction there was in the cube overall. 3. So I'm going to be changing around the cube to allow for more. Hi. Is it time?
It's after 10.
To allow for more, I guess like boards to be built out, and for combat to decide more. Like I wanted to play more like limited, and there was just too many. There was like, you know, Firebolt and shit in the cube. Like, come on. Like I can't actually have Firebolt in the cube if I'm gonna like reasonably do this. I'm gonna make the text smaller. Font settings, font size. All right, chat box test. It's a little bit better. Okay, so it's 10 o'clock. We're gonna continue talking about this, but now it is time. Now that I have you all here, for our special guest and our special event.
Oh, God.
That's right, I hyped it up. I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick, and then Yeah. Everybody get hype. We got something special for everybody today.
Stop acting like it's that big of a deal.
It is a huge deal. I'm going to use the bathroom. No, hey, listen, it's not just a bathroom break. Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm going to use the bathroom, then I'm going to come back. I'm going to go use the bathroom, and then I'm going to announce my special guest and the event. So I will be right back. I'm going to mute my microphone while I do that.
I'm gonna wear a mask.
I told everyone it's like a special event happening.
Igor.
No one's gonna see your feet, so you better wear those. So you want me to sit in the other chair?
You have to. I can't cut your hair with that hair so high. Monkey's scared. What's going on?
All right. So just the wooden chair, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Wear a mask if you don't want to see your face. Hi, baby.
Daddy,
Yes.
I need light, you know.
I have light right here. Am I not muted? Oh, I see. I have audio input capture.
Were you not
Sorry.
muted? Were you not muted?
Did we say anything too incriminating? I don't think we did, right? Sorry, Eli.
Daddy?
Nothing against Twitch TOS. Good. I'm trying really hard not to get dumpstered here. Here. Let's go back here. All right. You're gonna need my just me.
Hold on.
However, what I want to do first. Ooh, I have like a. Oh, that's nice. There we go. While I have you here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep talking about this stuff. Sorry for the question. Oh, Eli, no problem with the questions. I'm actually going to need a lot of questions from you guys over the next 30 minutes or so. Any recommendation for a start someone into MTG Cube? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Corset Cube. So, I think it's Card Kingdom has a bunch of like a starter cube, like a common, uncommon, really, really nuts and bolts cube. That's just cheap and decently built and like perfect for, you and your friends to get together and draft like 8 people or well, battle boxes are different than cubes, but it occupies a similar space. Yeah. So go to Card Kingdom and look up their what is it called? It's like a Card Kingdom cube. Starter cube, yeah. Here. It even has like a really cute box. I can't post it. Hold on. There it is. The Card Kingdom Starter Cube. Isn't that cute? This is a really good starting point. Also, I'll say, Eli. Okay, you can start whenever you're ready. Here. Turn the light up a little bit. Also, like, one thing that I'll say too is that a cube really is just the cards that you want to play. So like, it doesn't. As much as I get on this this stream and I talk about like cube design theory and like how to build something, you know, how to build, like how to optimize your goals and all this shit. This is important stuff, but it's not necessary. Like, ultimately, you just need cards that you want to play, a box to put them in, and that's really it. And like friends to play it with. The only people you need to make happy when you're cubing are your friends and yourself. And if all of you are having a good time, then is teaching friends magic. That's actually a little more interesting. So I would then prioritize the starter cube should be fine, but like always err on the side of playing with like less complex cards. Yeah, you just need simple cards. You just need playing like Windrakes and Giant Spiders and Giant Growths and Lightning Bolts and like easy stuff. You know, I'm not cutting my hair. I don't know what you're talking about. Someone else is cutting my hair. I actually built a beginner's cube for myself and my girlfriend here. Right there. Called the beginner's cube, and I haven't updated it in a while, but the design restriction on it was low complexity. Hold on, let me pull it up. Come on, Cube Cobra. Here it is. Nope, that's the limited cube. Beginner's cube. So, for new players who are also new to Cube, design goals: employ a wide power band with most of the cards being relatively easy to grok or relatively easy to understand. Big splashy finishers are fun and make winning easier for newer players. So it's not just like, it's important to have your giant spiders and your windrakes, but also like the power, like the powerful cards should be powerful and able to win games. So, like, if two new players are playing and somebody plays their big, splashy, mythic, or rare, it should be easy to understand what it does, and it should be able to win the game. Light on static abilities and light on things that touch the graveyard. Some complexity in planeswalkers and power spikes. The less new players have to keep track of at first, the better. And you can update it once they become more comfortable casting Gravediggers and whatnot. Use a wide range of keywords and enter the battlefield effects for exposure to more stuff across a pool of cards. Seeing more diverse gameplay and less intentional synergy will make it feel a lot more like Limited and help the player experience more novel board states in a shorter period of time. What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at our 2-drops in white. Awesome. Let's look at our 2-drops in white. Alpine Watchdog, a 2-mana 2/2 with Vigilance. Fencing Ace, a 2-mana 1/1 with Double Strike. Martyr of Dusk, a 2-mana 2/1 that when it dies it makes a 1/1. Mesa Unicorn, a 2-mana 2/2 that has Lifelink. Mistral Charger, a 2-mana 2/1 that has Flying. And a 2-mana 2/1 that is First Strike. So like all these different keywords on very similar creatures so that the player can experience a lot more keywords in a shorter amount of time because there will be more going on, but also it being kind of like bread and butter magic. So I have like this kind of like those kinds of focus on creatures, you know, like Aerial Responder, which is like a little stat word monster. Let's see, what's a good example here? And then I have like Lyra Dawnbringer, right? Which is just like this giant legendary angel. I have like just simple removal spells like Immolating Glare, Swift Response, Journey to Nowhere, Pacifism, Banishing Light. I have, you know, big, flashy, mythic, blue-white Drogskull Reaver. I have Armada Worm and Gruul Rage Beast. Things that, like, aren't complicated, but they're big and powerful, and they're fun. At least I think they are. I haven't updated this in like, when did I build this? Let's see the last time I even updated it. A year ago. So it's a 180. So there's a couple different ways that you can draft 180 card cubes with two. Let's say Eli, that we're playing with two people, you and me. So there's two different ways that we can draft. One of them is a lot more complicated than the other, and that one is the one that has less hidden information. So I think it's like also less fun. When I first built this, no, don't worry. I'm not losing a lot of my luscious locks. So the way I have learned to draft this cube that is like really fun is you make 8 packs of 7 cards per person. So like for 2 people, 8 packs each. Each pack is 7 cards. Just make a stack of the packs on each side, and then here, let me get like a pack of 7 cards here. So I get my pack. I start with my pack, and you start with yours. I look through the pack, and I go, ooh, good card. I'll take this. And I draft 1 card. And then you draft 1 card from your pack, and then we pass them back and we exchange packs. So now I get your pack, right? That you took a card from, and it has 6 cards in it. And now I get to take 2 cards from that, like this, and put them in my pile. And then I pass the 4 remaining cards back to you. You look at the 4 remaining cards, and you can see a little bit of hidden information. Like a little bit of information of, oh, they took those 2 cards out of the pack. So you get a little bit of that knowledge that comes with drafting, which is good for people that are learning how to draft. And then you get to take 2 cards out of this last pack. So each person will get a total of 5 cards from each pack of 7. Take your final 2 cards, and then you burn or just throw away the last 2 cards. Do that with your 8 packs. You have 8 times 5 is 40 cards, right? That's how math works. And then you build your deck like normal. The other way, so that's like, it's really fast. So you can like draft and play a match in like 40 to 45 minutes. And then just like reshuffle up and do it again, play again, like draft again, build new decks again, reshuffle up and do it again. And then the other way to do it, which is a lot, I'm not saying it's like less interesting, but there's not any hidden information. So, well, no, Winston's good too, but these are like, this is something that like these are alternatives to Winstoning. I'll get to Winstoning in a sec. The other way is to just do it as a grid draft. And the grid draft is what I did with Kate here, which is a 3v3 cube. So 3, 3, 3. Right? 9 cards laid out face up in front of both players. And then you can take either 1 row or 1 column, drafting first, and then the other person gets to take 1 row or 1 column of remaining cards. And then you alternate. You lay out another 9 cards. You draft the whole 180, so it takes a while. And then you alternate who gets to pick first. My girlfriend did get into Magic. We did. I built us decks, like constructed decks. Well, my girlfriend prefers the constructed decks that I built for us over drafting because she thinks drafting takes too much time. But she's really impatient and doesn't like playing Magic. I'm teasing her. She does like playing Magic. I think just like the drafting part and the deck building part is like a little less interesting. Punt. Total punt count 9. Jeez, wow. I didn't know I had so many punts.
What does that mean?
It means when you throw the game. So like grid drafting was like not very engaging to her because there was no hidden information. 2 She'll just play the Lord of the Rings cards. That's really sweet. I'm excited for that set, by the way.
I think that's fine.
That's all I need? What about...
I think.
What about...
That's too difficult to do on camera because I need to move around
Alright.
and bend over and all that stuff.
All that stuff? Okay. I was supposed to get a beard trim today,
Do it
too.
later. Let me sweep up and then you can switch chairs.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Alright. There we go. Wow.
Better?
Wow.
Well,
Beautiful. I always love it.
You said you didn't want any length off.
Yeah, I don't really want length off. I just wanted...
I just shaped it up.
Thank you. It looks great. As always. My girlfriend is an award-winning hairstylist in New York City, so...
There was no award.
Yeah, it was. It was an accolade. She's being modest.
It was an article.
In which they gave you an accolade, did they not? She's modest. Getting your girlfriend into Magic, it took probably the pandemic. Right? It took lockdown.
We played before pandemic.
We did. But we played a lot during the pandemic.
Yeah, there was nothing else to do.
She likes Magic, though. She doesn't love Magic,
I only
obviously.
like Magic when I win.
Yeah. I mean, she's a spike. What can I say? I didn't even have to train her
And
to
I
be a
win
spike.
a lot.
You think you win a lot.
I do win a
I let you win.
lot. Okay. Sure.
What's your favorite card?
Soul.
She likes Soul of the Harvest a lot.
I don't know.
My friend that so my girlfriend also just like likes games, so it was it wasn't like it was just a lot of hesitation on like I think on her end of like the fear of like the complexity of Magic or like
It's a lot of info
It's
to
a-
take in.
yeah it is it's a lot of information. Yeah, she's seasoned already. Yeah, only like Magic when I win. Yeah, I know it's tough out there being a spike. My friend and I also developed my favorite way to draft with two players, which is somewhere between Solomon and Winston. Winston's fun. Eli, if you're still there, you can look up, just Google Magic for two people. Like drafting for two people. And Winston Drafting 101. On Card Kingdom, they'll explain how to do a Winston draft. It's pretty easy.
Do you want to switch chairs?
Yeah, I'll switch chairs. Thank you so much, babe.
Yeah, let me sweep over there too.
Yep. Hang on.
Alright.
Did you get any of my toenails in there?
You embarrass me.
I'm only embarrassing myself.
It's embarrassing to me too.
Oh, you've been lurking while walking to the subway? Hey, Zoe. But I have strong feelings about two-player draft. Cool. I love that. Wait, when did this when did I get this? Did I give this to you? I just found, we'll start designing for, yeah, opening packs is the best part of like two-player draft. Agreed. That's why I liked Overturf's 8x7 model. I thought that was a really wait. If you're not opening packs, you can have better experiences. Okay, Zoe's got some shit to say today. Let's change the music up a little bit. Let's just go back to this. That was my special event, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much, babe.
It'll be $150.
150? Okay. She's expensive, by the way. Zoe, have you so I hear you, but have you tried the eight packs of 7 thing? Because it played really, really well for me. Like, honestly, it was really good. Paying for a good haircut is better than having a bad one. I mean, her haircuts are...
Whoever said that, yes.
That's Tommy.
Yes.
What?
That is correct.
Paying for a good haircut is better than having a bad one? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Also, if you pay for a bad haircut, you're going to get your haircut more often. If you pay for a good haircut once,
Tell 'em.
you don't have to get your haircut as often.
Preach on. That's it. That's all she has to say. She doesn't want to be on camera, which I understand. More discard. Send me some details on that, Zoe. Differentiation I'm making is that Winston are designed to use a minimum number of packs. Winston formats are designed to have a minimum number of cards, yes. But I think that I've gone. Winston just takes too long, I think. All right, goodbye, Zoe. Message me later and we'll talk about it because I'm interested to hear your thoughts on it. All right. Hold on, I gotta get some water. Give me a sec. Usually it's like 3 hours, but I started a little earlier today. All right. Hold on. I gotta recharge here. Fucking ugh. Chair stream. You know, listen. I don't have a good be right back thing happening yet, so you're gonna have to deal with chair stream. I don't like the grid draft. I feel like we were just dodging each other. Yeah, exactly. It's like grid draft. It's like especially for beginners. Like grid drafting can be really high level shit. So like, it wasn't that engaging because we were just kind of like playing nice with each other and like should have just divvied out the. Yeah, that's right, banana. We should have just divvied out the cube, like the cube into like different like two color decks. At least with the 8x7, there's some hidden information there and some tension, which is nice, you know. I'm gonna eat this banana. I'm gonna eat this fucking banana. Yeah. Thank you. Monkey. Ragavan. Let's go back to my cube, shall we? Why not just editing as Sci-Fi Cube and not hanging out? Which I think is pretty messed up, I'll be honest. Alright. Oh, that's cool. Good for him. All right. So, I have my notes here on the bar cube. Combat tricks. What do we got? Let's listen to some music here. Ugh. Ah. Excuse me. We have to figure out the creature situation. Sigil Blessing! That card's good! So what do I have so far? Let's do that first. What is here? Let's start with what's here, and then we'll figure out what's not here. So, rebounds, protection for 1 mana. Pretty good. Maybe too good. Adam and Will. Study Break is like a tap creature thing. Intervention is a removal spell. Expel is a removal spell. Vine Gambit's more of a lesson. Soul Summons is like a creature. You're in command. Turns a creature into a commander. Lessons. I need some combat tricks in white. Gift of Orzova. Oh, why is the commander thing here? Because I had this idea of just like putting a bunch of like the goofy fucking playtest cards in here and uncards because it just felt flavorful for like the bar cube thing. Like things that are unusual for Magic. Hi, Finite. We were just talking about you. So glad you could make it. But yeah, Flame Rock. I wanted like, kind of like goofy cards so that it plays into the theme of the cube, being lighthearted, like, you know, just a lot more about like fun, unusual interaction, or like fun interactions, creatures, good storytelling. Yeah, your ears probably were burning because we were all talking about you actually before you came on. Guess we can't talk about you anymore because you're here. But yeah, Flame Rock. I wanted storytelling cards, like things that we could laugh about afterward. Things that we like, you know, could enjoy in the moment and then kind of reflect on afterward. And not from like a power level perspective. Like Fallen Shinobi is a really good example of a card that creates really good stories but is also very powerful. And that's like a little too powerful for what I want going on here. So a card like You're in Command, it just seems kind of hilarious to me. As a card like Do-Over. It does. It does. No, it turns your creature into your commander. And then it acts as your commander for the rest of the game. It is. It's just cool. Exactly. Like, I want interactions or like game states to just kind of like make us smile. Like, yeah, we could spike this probably, but like, I want it to be a lot more lighthearted than that. And I think I will really only know the extent, like how to bend towards that after I draft it. Which is why I'm really just trying to get a rough draft going. and I can't fucking stop talking about it instead of just actually working on it. Oh man. I just like coming on and talking to y'all about it, honestly. Alright, we need some white creatures and we need white tricks because this is not cute. And like, I am alive, Tommy. I am alive every day. Are there other morphs we could put in white? That's how I feel about my draft your lands cube. I couldn't shut up about it when I was hanging out with my friends yesterday, but I still haven't gotten it to the table. Yeah. It's really addicting as a cube owner to like talk about your cubes more than you like actually play with them. It's definitely something that happens a lot. Man, these cards suck. Is the screen big enough for everybody? Like, does the actual it is? Okay. Good. I couldn't tell. I know Finite. I don't remember if you were here for this, but like there was I balanced my morphs around not being able to trade with another morph until 5 mana like they did in cons. So like a card like Iron Fist Crusher is cool, but I'm pretty restrictive about like what I want, like the kind of play that I want from these cards. Yeah, we talked about this. Like, the Skirt Commando Battering Craghorn thing is just such bullshit. Like it's good, but like it's not. It's too spiky for this. Like it doesn't make sense to have that kind of like tense gameplay here. Whereas like in the Chaos Cube, I think it's totally fine. This Corona Zealot is kind of interesting. It's just a big pillow. Whisperwood, yeah, it's too good. But Manifest is good. Let's write that down. That's a. I think you're coming from the right place. You just picked like one of the best cards in that thing that does manifest. So like I have Soul Summons in here. If we get like other manifest cards or would be sweet. Monka, yeah. Scroll of Fate. What's that? I don't know how I feel about it. Let's find out. Manifest a card from your hand. So it's just 3 mana, make a 2/2 every turn? Like any card can turn into a 2/2? I think that like this is like really, it points directly towards the kind of things I'm trying to do. I'm just concerned that a card like this is just too powerful. Yeah, because it happens at instant speed too. Like, if I had more interaction, it'd probably be better. But this just feels like Mastery of the Unseen. You're a 2-2. And you're a 2-2. Yeah. Like, I like where you're coming from, though. Yeah. Even, like, Wingbeat Warriors just doesn't... I'll put in this Corona Zealot. I need some more shit, though, for white. Sultai Emissary. It is a hilarious card, T-Rex. That's very true. Yeah, I like Sultai Emissary. I think maybe we need to put some more ninjutsu stuff in here. Did I put Blade Blizzard Kitsune in here? Maybe we need to look at ninjutsu again. Or ninjutsu. I always say it wrong. Oh boy. Blade Blizzard Kitsune. Oops. Wombat, you have a lot of fucking yeah, baby. Ninjutsu your manifested land. Play it. Nobody blocks the manifest creature. Could be anything. Could even be a boat. How do y'all feel about vehicles? Like a card like not Sky Skiff, like the Funeral Longboat or something. Just the 3/3. It's a lot of text on this one. I got gifted a sub to a streamer named The One Manny, who's currently doing an uncapped stream where every stub adds 10 minutes. Wait, so he only streams for every 10 minutes for every sub he gets? Is that how that works? I don't know who Ludwig is either. You're naming all these people. I don't know who they are. He's not doing it exponentially, just like a straight 10-minute ad, which is wild. It's like a 24-hour stream, but it never ends. Wait, so he's not... He does stop streaming, though, right? He just, like, every sub adds 10 minutes to the stream, and the stream is just, like, kind of going? Or the stream just, like, continues every day or something? Guys, you're speaking in foreign languages. We have other people in the chat, please. Thank you. He still has 85 hours left to stream. That's really funny. That's really funny. So everyone's just like gifting subs left and right for him. Yo. Big bug OP. I don't see no bug here. You mean New Moon? Y'all, you got a lot. Springleaf is an insect? It is. This card is a house, man. I haven't seen it, I haven't seen it in play yet. Finite, what do you think of the draft format? Oh, have you not been playing it in limited? Have you not been playing the limited format? You're just looking at it from cube? I mean, it definitely gave us a lot of sweet cube cards. Oh, you haven't drafted the format yet? Why? Friendo, you're such a limited person. You love ninjas, bro. You are a ninja. Yeah, why not draft it? I see Finite and Friendo, you two are both like limited people. And yet neither of you have drafted this. I'm very confused. Very confused. I'm not sure I like it, honestly. Oh, you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. I heard the Yu-Gi-Oh! Client is really good. I don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! The format looks really nice, yeah. The format's played out really well so far. I've done almost 10 drafts. Fine, I think this draft format's pretty sweet. It's proactive. It's about like micro synergies instead of macro synergies, so you're not like you don't need critical mass for anything, and there's a lot of complexity, but it's like very easy to grok. I think, especially somebody that plays a lot of limited. Yeah, there is no instant speed bounce spell. Yeah. I need more white creatures. I need more. It's kind of fucked up that I have like more blue creatures than anything else. High-speed hover bike's in here. Right? Where is my high-speed hover bike? There it is. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. There's like reconfigure, modified, and ninjutsu all get owned super hard by instant speed bounce. So like Humphreys purposely didn't put it in. There's just the 4-mana Manowar that has ninjutsu, and then the broken Springleaf Drum card. Yo, we need to find some more white creatures. Yo, Sky Turtle's good. And the crab. No, it's not Ixalan 2.0. Ixalan is a critical mass. Ixalan is a failure, and for a lot of reasons. But like one of the big reasons was that it was a critical mass archetype. It's a critical mass set for undersupported archetypes. And this is like has no macro archetypes. It's all minor. It's all little webs of shit that you get to put together. Shepherd of the Flock. Oh yeah. Very nice, very nice. That's my Oresco Swiftclaw. Yeah, I mean it's a hump. Apparently this is like a Dave Humphreys format. Yeah, it's closer to War Draft, but without like the board complexity of the static abilities on the walkers. It's more like, it's more. Yeah, the rares are still really good, but like, they can be a little warping, but like it's fine. Like, there's answers. But pockets of synergy can really, really, really push, and take over. Like can combat rate and just raw power easily. War rares were insane. Yeah, war rares were completely nuts. What's the big bomb the format has? But there's a couple. The dragons are fucked up. Wander is also good. I've never seen it be played, though. I just know it's good. What other kinds of white creatures can I put in here? I guess I can put in a couple of flyers. Whoops, that doesn't do anything. Reality Chip's pretty sweet. It's basically Future Sight. Beyond the Unspeakable is a very powerful uncommon. It's one of the only ways that I take. It's one of the cards that I see pulling me into blue, but that's because I don't value the Mana War highly enough yet. I've actually never drafted blue in this format yet. Hold on, I'm sorry to do this to you guys again, but this bathroom thing is an issue for me today. So I have to use the bathroom again. I'm gonna try to mute myself also. Stupid. Hi. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Nice to see you. Happy Monday. Welcome back to Caffeine and Cube Talk, where I take a lot of bathroom breaks because I drink a lot of liquids. Okay. What has been happening while I've been gone? We gotta take a look at this. Oh my god, look at this. Questionable Derek ways. Renowned weapons with too misleading in a cube without vial or bow. Probably. I'm just reading through this. I'm like, what is happening? You did not hijack my chat. What the fuck was all this about the Vulcan engineer? Alright. Here we are. I'm back now. This is my stream. Thank you very much, Finite. Appreciate it. Let's do... Normal user cannot use the card command? Really? T-Rex, did you try it? Uh-oh, we gotta get a mod on that. I gotta get to 2 CMC here. I need like 3s and 4s, I think. I'm just I'm just watching all this like all I see is the chat. This is funny to me. I just need like some 3s and 4s, like some flyer, like a Windrake, and like ooh, Soul Bond, yeah, Manifest Soul Bond. That's a good one. I think the idea behind that is good. Maybe Silverblade is too powerful. But I like that idea. We'll look at that. I just want to find some like kind of generic or kind of... I want to see if I could stumble upon something in 3 or 4. One of the big issues with this is the power and toughness balance. You know, like Exultant Sky Marcher is a 2-3. I need to keep it at 2-2. Or 3-1 or 2-1. Or 3-2 or whatever. And Geist of the Morse is probably okay. Odric, Lunark Marshall. That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, but Swingy's, like, not too bad. 2-2, that's Thunder Spirit. And I'm not buying a Thunder Spirit to HP shuffle into my cube. That card's like $300 now. I don't know. Are there complexity issues with Soul Bond? Is it just a play pattern issue? I never thought there would be complexity issues on that. I can't play the Squirrel Finite. I want to, but I can't because it has a counter. Big sad. Ooh, Kemba Skyguard, actually. ETB stuff is probably better because I'll have things like Ninjutsu. Yeah, Bestow is also good. I have some Bestow, but I should probably look at it again. It might be a Voltron format, yeah. I mean, Voltron format is like... feels kind of bar QB to me, too. Like, don't you think? Like, it kind of, like, feels appropriate to me. A card like Rock Charger is probably okay. Yeah, just big Chungus. Voltron takes less counter space. That's actually true, and I don't hate that approach to things. There's a 2/2 Rock Charger, right? This one, Trusted Pegasus. Sorry, we're not wide gamers, we're big gamers. Yeah, maybe I need to like, well, maybe that's just kind of like a thing that I can build towards in this. It's just big Chungus Voltron cube. Yeah. I don't hate that at all, honestly. Exalted. I have Mutate, but Exalted is good. Okay, let's look at white Exalted creatures. White Exalted. A 3-color 5/5 hexproof for 5. It can be, yeah. I mean, I don't want like Sublime Archangel, but like maybe like Aven Squire is like totally fine, you know? All right. These are good. These are good. Hold on. So, Aven Squire. Trusted Pegasus and Kemba's Skyguard. exalted but not exalted. Did they? Pride Mage. I guess it gets better with evasive creatures, obviously. It's good in like a Skies deck. One of the things that we'll find out when I actually start playing this is actually anything that feels like it's just not really working. What Pride Mage? Ferendo, talk to me. Soul Bond. I know we have Soul Bond in white, right? Oh, Kazali Pride Mage, yeah. Both of these are okay. Special Gate Guards and... Spline Mark Angel is not a card that I want to talk about in this cube. Bestow. Leo's Emissary. It's a good one. Oh my god. What else do we have in Manifest? Just checking all the white stuff. Ooh, Soul Strike technique? Light Form? Dawnglare Invoker is pretty funny. Because it just says win the game on it. But it costs 1,000,000 mana. I want something not with that play pattern. Yeah, Light Form seems pretty cool. What other, are auras a thing that... If I'm leaning into Voltron stuff, are auras something that I should look at more? I enjoy all forms as well. Right, like isn't... No Griffin Guide. Ah, totem armor. Ooh, yeah. Denitha Capiche? Capashi? Capashi. Listen, T-Rex. Yo, Umbra. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Trex. Trex! It was hard, you know? T-Rex, Trex. I'm sorry. Eel Umbra. Hyena Umbra. Mammoth Umbra. I like Tree Folk, and I like these two, Tree Folk and Spider. Oh, the 5-mana 3/3 that like redraws the shit out of your graveyard. So you like the big, you like the big boys. I think those are good ones. Yeah, Tiana Ship's Caretaker. So Eel. Maybe I need to just go more expensive instead of Hyena. Mammoth Umbra. Tree Folk Umbra. Drake Umbra. Just like big. Yeah, they are very simple. Yeah, there we go. All right. Eel Umbra. Mammoth Umbra. Tree Folk Umbra. Drake Umbra. Floor Umbra. It also gives you chances to have card advantage too through this. I like it, Ferrando. All right. It's not. We need to look at more bestow, just bestow in general. So what do I have? Filter. Text. Bestow. Not a lot. Leaf Crown. Warhound, Baleful, Nimbus, Hopeful. Yeah, we could do more than this. put some different music on. There was like another one that was just like... Was it this one? Elia's Emissary. Crab. I mean, I like the... Yeah, Baleful Eidolon is easy. Boon Satyr is pretty cool. Yeah, Siren. Oh, Countless Battles. That's funny. You're definitely pushing it upward. I don't want to... Yeah, I like this, but like... I think it's a little too pushed. Maybe the Double Strike one is okay. Like Ghostblade Eidolon. You know? Amelius, Thassa's, Perforos. Ghostblade. Get out of here. Boon Satyr. Okay, let me add these and then we'll take a look. Whoops. Finite, stop. Okay? You're mentioning cards that are just too good. That's a big Kappa, buddy. It's a big old Kappa right there. And then we'll do, I want to look at Mutate again. Mutate. Definitely don't have a lot. I think it's because a lot of them had counters or complexity issues. Like Cub Warden. These cards that, like, say Mutate Matters are kind of tricky. Maybe Shearing Harvester is okay. I have Dreamtail, Heron, Shore Shark, Whisper, Cloud Piercer, Megatory Great Horn. Yeah, Heron is in. Heron is in. This is a good one. Yeah, Huntmaster. Maybe Auricorn is okay. Sea Dasher I like too. Making some good progress on this. If the poor little red over here, though, I tell ya. Keep in mind, we're adding, and then later I'm gonna cut. Soul Bond. Chungus. Ooh, protection from zombies. Ooh. Druid's Familiar, not bad. Reach. Druid's Familiar? Alright, fair enough. Humber Lancer is probably okay. Yeah, maybe Druid's Familiar is pretty busted. It's a lot of stats. It's like +6/+6. I like Pathbreaker Worm. Giving trample to your big Chungus. This is a Chungus stream now, by the way. In case anybody was like wondering about that. It's all about Chunguses. Maybe Trusted Force Mage is better than Druid's Familiar. Yeah. All right, I put my glasses on. Ugh. Ugh. Chungus. The Chungus Cube. Okay, I think this is a good place to just take a break for a minute. Because now I have to, once I'm done exploring this, I have to go back and add combat tricks, maybe relook at, I'm probably not playing key runes anymore. Probably, but maybe. I have to question that. Yeah, interesting. I think I want to play some Magic right now. Take a little break from design stuff. Put my glasses on. Wait, why are you not focusing? There we go. Oh boy. We got another bribery in the chat here. Be gone, pacified lizard. Goodbye. These losers coming in trying to get me to buy more followers. What the hell is that about? All right, everybody. I'm going to play some Magic. boot up Arena here. Blizzard was pacified there. Ooh, ah. All right. All right, Tommy, and anybody else who's drafted this set before. I have drafted this, but just FYI, I think, given my insistence on my enjoyment level, being necessary for needing to make sure I enjoy myself, I'm not going to be taking chat suggestions for draft. Just let me play. Let me be wrong. I've been trying to only have fun when I play Magic now, which has been great. We're gonna take Teachings of the Kirin here. It's cheap, it's a saga, it's a rare. I haven't played with it yet, so I want to see how this goes. You want to read that one? There it is. I mean, I feel like just taking this is probably fine. Especially if I end up staying, like, being able to, like, ramp a little bit. I could just take Kami's Flare, but I just want to stay green. This is a 2-mana 1/1 that taps for a mana, but if you modify it, it taps for 2, so it's good in, like, rampy stuff. I have not been able to play with green all that much, so I'm also, like, really interested in just, like, feeling out the green cards a little more. But, like, both times I've played green, it's been in combination with red, so I need to just, like, make sure I don't keep doing that. I could take Tanuki, or I could take Spirited Companion. All these green cards are actually pretty good. Companion's, like, not big enough of a reason. Like, it's a good card, but Tanuki is kind of, like, plays well with Orochi and a little more where I want to be. Well, now I see Ijango Exemplar. It's also a ramp payoff, too. Oh, yeah. Let me move that. Sorry, guys. I mean, I took a dog either way, you know? Let's just take a big boy. This is a good card. Bronze Plate Boar. Twisted Embrace is okay. I kind of just want to just keep taking green cards. Moths is pretty good. I'm just gonna keep cutting green. Like, I have no idea if this is right, but I'm just trying to figure this shit out right now. I mean, I guess I could take this. Well, there's a late Ijango exemplar, so that's a big sign for me. Yeah, don't worry, Ferrando. I'm just kind of taking things. So getting this late definitely means that enchantments are not being taken, and green-white enchantments is incredibly powerful. So we'll see how this goes. And there's safekeeping. I don't really have too many things I need to protect. Archer, just because it's an enchantment. Could also take Courtyard. No, let's take the green card. I forgot. I have to look at channel too. Ooh, I'm losing viewers because I'm playing Arena. That's okay. Y'all can stay. You're not talking about Cube anymore, Derek? Come on. What's your problem? My problem is I need a break. I actually didn't sleep that well last night. Yeah, I don't see that card. Like, I don't notice it, and then I pass it, so... Target opponent sacks a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. The previous enchantment and Planeswalker. I don't know, is this powerful? Because Kappa is Kappa. This card is good. Do I just take this because it's a rare and I should just try to just play black? The green, the turtle is very good. Yeah, let's just stay green. Oh. Oh. Look at all these beautiful green cards. Am I really kicking the can by not taking this? Apparently it's busted. Yeah, I know. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just try it. Maybe we're ramp. I mean, it's Future Sight, dude. Kind of a short circuit deck. Beautiful. These Favor of Jukais don't really do much. That's okay, though. We'll figure it out. Ooh. Trashbot's not bad either. Because I have channel cards. And I have the mill. Honestly, this might be good. But Shigeki is Death Touch. Yeah, I think I need the Death Toucher. So I can find it off Prancer. Essence Capture, huh? Completion? Circuit Mender? Yeah. Take Completion because it's kind of removal. Whoops. I have never beaten this card, so maybe it'll be good. I want some of those Boseiju sagas. Classic. This is like how all the packs look to me usually. I can't believe I have this many blue and green cards. Sentinel. I mean... Yep. Wait, this is the not the... This is the creature type one. I mean, I'm just getting cut. I heard this is what happens, so this is like what's been happening though. Is that like, apparently nobody wants to be red anymore? Or white? I've also heard people want to play 5-color, which is kind of goofy. Hi, Igor.
Igor had his turkey made.
He did?
Yeah.
This card's really good. Turtle up, I guess. Rebuke is good. Demonic Sphere is also very good. I think I need the removal, though. I don't really have any card draw, though, either. Let's just take Rebuke. I shouldn't pass removal. I guess? I don't know. Classic! Oh no. Not like this. Could take Thundersteel. I just don't have any way to really ramp. That's the problem. Ooh, that's nice. Octopus or Second Prancer? Jeez, this pack is everything. He has a Faded into Antiquity. Octopus doesn't seem great except with the Puzzle Maker. Second Prancer seems really fucking good. I don't know. Maybe I'll probably see... I will take any of these blue cards, so let's just take the green card. I don't know. Sphere. Terrarium seems kind of good. There we go. Blatant Moonstare Specialist. I mean, do I even take this? Like, I'm not that deck. Maybe I just do anyway. Boon. Yeah, it's just a 4-mana 2/2 bounce. What was that card called? Void Mage Separatist? Blink a creature. That's good with my sagas. It's good with this. I should take the removal. I don't know if that's right, but it is what it is. Jeez. Definitely taking the modern age here. Yeah, I like the modern age. I've never played blue. This is my first blue deck. Everyone left me. Need to make 6 cuts. Holy moly. No, it's all good, brother. I'm gonna have to leave too. I probably wouldn't actually be able to play any games with this. Five mana 4/4 reach. ETB, look at the top 5. You reveal a creature or enchantment from among them, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. If you did not do this, you gain 4 life. No, it doesn't. It's very good. It's very, very, very good. The stats are good. It has reach. It generally draws you a card. Enchantments. 15 enchantments. Yeah, it's good. Like the fact that it can draw me Short Circuit or Tamiyo's Completion or Favor of Jukai. Maybe I cut one Favor. Or Careful Cultivation. Like those are all great. You don't like Favor of Jukai? I need some kind of trick though. Tricks are good in this format. I don't know. I gotta make 4 cuts. Move myself up here. I gotta make 4 cuts. I was hoping for one of those regrowths. It's okay though. Or in the bounce and enchantment gain 3. I was hoping for that too, but oh well. A lot of cards I wanted, but I didn't get. I definitely want this mnemonic sphere, I think. I don't know. Like it says draw 2 cards on it. It's a good mana sink. But I have these. I have this to scry. I have Bearer of Memory. It is just good, right? So what do I cut? Maybe I just cut the other Favor because I have Cultivation and Grafted Growth. Here's a 15. Could cut this Bamboo Grove Archer. And I kind of lose a lot of my early defense. No. I'm not. I've seen this card cast for 7 and it's still fine. 7 or 8 and it's still fine. Plus, like, Modified's not actually that hard to get. Speaking of that, do I play this Terrarium? I think Terrarium's just good. I'm pretty sure. It's a good play on 2. No, we don't need it. And I have to start... These cuts have to come from somewhere, right? Rather have Mnemonic Sphere, I guess. Cut this 2, 3. Bamboo Grove Archer feels a little clunky, but it does help with like cards like Reality Chip. It is an actual creature I can play on 2. Maybe I just cut that. Alright, let's play one game. I just feel like the defenders seem like they want to be in blue-green because they want to ramp and you want to like defend the ground, and they're just big statted bodies. And so much that I think is happening in this format is like so much happens in the early turns that you need to be able to stabilize. This hand's nuts. You need to be able to stabilize if you're not being aggressive. Hello! Am I gonna get black red? Probably. This is when they play fucking Moon Stair Specialist on my 1-1. Okay. If I cast Growth and make a 3/3, then I get to play Prancer next turn. That seems pretty good to me. They did a really good job with the UI on this set, and like the aesthetics of the board and everything. This is really, really well done. Everything about Arena with this limited format is just great. Ah, the old Iron Apprentice Moonfolk Puzzle Maker. You know it, Tommy. I didn't even have to say that shit, and you know what I'm thinking. Yeah! Get fucked, dude. I think I just take another Blossom Prancer. Coward! Coward, dude! Sure, you got it, bro. What a coward. Sure. You got it. You got a 2/5. One thing I will say, dude, is I've been, like, just really focused on, like, having a good time and like, enjoying learning this format. It has made playing Magic so much better, bro. This. Becomes a 2/4/2. I guess this sucks if they have -2/-2, but... Sure. This seems better. This presses my advantage more. Two anvils? What am I gonna do? Yeah, you got it, bro. Maybe I'm supposed to discard Azusa there, but nah, they have Reckoner's Bargain. Sure. Whoops. What are you doing? I will take 2. You're about to lose a lot of life, my friend. Oh! Oh, I almost don't even want to, like, attack anymore. Oh my god. I was supposed to put on the Blossom Prancer, I fucked up. Yeah, I thought I targeted the Blossom Prancer, but I didn't. I'm so far ahead right now, like, it really doesn't matter, but, like, whatever. What is happening here? You just giving up? Come on, just let me beat you. Let me beat you. They have something. Yeah. Where do I put this? Maybe I put it down here, actually. Yeah. That seems better. Go on. Oh, okay. Then you're gonna sack it. Yo, I mean, this is some fancy play syndrome. Honestly, I'm happy because it means I get to play more. Oh my dear sweet Jesus. Yeah, this is Future Sight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's reset the top of our library. They are at 15 and I'm at 9. Maybe I should have just gained life here. Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, it's a slam. Also, not for nothing, this card P good in this deck. I have a lot to do with my mana. I do need to make sure I kill them. No enchantment. Sure. Might be dead here. Like if they just have like a big ninjutsu or something, because I can't block it. Oh no, I can block it. Whew. Okay. This is just disgusting. My deck, I'm gonna kill them. I should have attacked with the 2-2 as well, yeah. You figure it out. I can't figure it out, opponent. It took a while, didn't it? Alright, we'll play one more. Then I'm gonna head out. For those of you who are still here, thank you. I know I went from cube to limited. Ooh, by the way. I can't do that here. This hand's slow as hell. Losing so much value. Ugh. No attacks? You don't want to trade? Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Jeez. Probably not winning this one. Yep. Okay. This card is so good. Yeah, I mean, look at how much card flow they've had. It's crazy. Can't do shit. Granted, I've drawn more lands than they have, and they've drawn like twice as many cards as me. They have 17 cards left in their library. Yep. Yeah, they're just letting that win. Ooh. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. They probably have a blink or something. Yeah, not dead. Sure. I didn't get one of those, which makes me sad. I'm still alive for how many more cards my opponent has drawn, and they're not playing. They probably might have a bunch of lands in that hand. Yep. 11, 13, 14. Got it. That's it? Oh, that was closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought I was winning that game, but I don't know how I was winning that game. Alright, alright, alright. One more. Chip is pretty gross, isn't it? Sure. Sweet. At least on the play. Maybe I was supposed to play Fang there. I don't know. I was nervous about Toshiro. Alright, that's fine. Play the 1-4. I'm gonna use the Kappa turtle. Yep. Ooh, they missed a land. Nah, that's fine. Unless they have Toshiro, I can kill their next threat with Rebuke. You're missing a color, so whatever. Broken! I mean, this is just isn't a game, so whatever. I mean, that sucks, but whatever. Sure. Well, that wasn't much of a game, but I'll finish this later. Alright. That's enough for now. That's enough for now. Okay. Well, I did everything I said I was going to do today, so... Hey, Eli, thanks for hanging out. I know I was all in on Cube Talk, and then I was like, I want to play Arena. But there's just a certain point at which I'm working on a cube and I need to just step away for a minute. And right now, for me, stepping away means just playing a game. But anyway, now is about the time. It's 12:30, so I'm checking my watch that isn't there. Now's about the time where I have to go walk my dog. So, thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. Hopefully you come hang out with me again. I stream every Monday. So I'll put it on my schedule on my Twitch page, or Twitch page. So follow that, and I will see you next week. And yeah, thanks for hanging out.